At 6:15 in the evening, Mumbai's streetlights begin to come on. 12 million people are still moving, traffic, markets, voices, everything. At the edge of Sanjay Gandhi National Park, in a rocky outcrop above a seasonal stream, a female leopard opens her eyes. She has been resting since 9 in the morning. She does not stretch or scan. She is already watching. Below her, through a gap in the canopy, the first orange glow of sodium streetlights is visible over the tree line. She knows that line. She was born near it. This is the edge where the city ends and the forest begins. But that edge is not fixed. Every monsoon, the forest floods and contracts. The city pushes in a few more meters. This season, her hunting range needs to extend further than last year. She has 2 cubs, 8 weeks old, in a second den site 200 meters uphill. She checks the wind direction before she stands. South-southwest, the stream carries sound from the settlement. She steps off the rock and moves into the undergrowth without disturbing a single branch. This is the first thing the city does not know about her. She is already there before anyone sees her move. In the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, leopard density reaches approximately 47 individuals per 104 square kilometers. That figure, documented by the Wildlife Institute of India, makes this one of the highest leopard densities recorded anywhere, including many protected reserves in Africa. 12 million people live adjacent to this park. The vast majority have never seen a leopard. Not because leopards are rare, because leopards are this. She pauses at a fork in the trail and turns one ear to the south. The ear rotates independently, sweeping a full 180 degrees. A sound below the ambient city noise, something moving through dry leaf litter 22 meters away. A dog, medium-sized, moving slowly, unaware. She lowers her body to the ground and begins closing the distance. This is not a chase. It will never be a chase. Research at Panthera has documented the leopard's engagement threshold, the distance at which it commits to a strike. Under 5 meters. Everything before that moment is invisible movement through terrain the leopard has memorized. The rosette pattern across her coat, every spot different, every grouping unique to this individual, creates an optical effect in mixed light conditions. In the filtered amber glow from the perimeter road, her coat breaks up into pieces that do not resolve into a shape at distance. She has 15 meters left. Then 10. She stops. One breath. Then she is moving again. The moment she commits is not visible to any observer. At 4 meters, she launches from a flat body position. The interval between decision and impact is under 1 second. This is the ambush that researchers describe as one of the most energy-efficient hunting strategies among large felids. Zero wasted distance, zero exposure. Now, the part of this story that changed how scientists understand urban predator behavior. In rural areas of Maharashtra state, leopards occasionally attack humans. In Mumbai, near one of the most densely populated cities on Earth, that rate is significantly lower. Research tracking leopard behavior inside and adjacent to Sanjay Gandhi, MP, found the explanation in prey preference. Mumbai's leopard population had, over 7 to 10 generations, roughly 50 years, shifted its primary prey to domestic dogs and pigs. Not because wild prey disappeared entirely, but because dogs are abundant, predictable in movement, and do not have the group defense responses of wild ungulates. This is a behavioral adaptation documented in real time, across the lifespan of the researchers who studied it. A wild apex predator modifying its hunting profile to fit a new urban prey base within 7 to 10 generations. Scientists describe it as an example of rapid cultural evolution, behavioral change transmitted through observation and learning, faster than genetic change would allow. The cubs are watching. From 60 meters uphill, 2 shapes are flattened against a fallen log. They have been watching since she began the approach. They are 8 weeks old and still unsteady on steep terrain. But their eyes have tracked every movement she made. She does not call to them. She will not call until the area is clear. Within the hour, she is moving back through the forest boundary with her kill. Now comes the part the city will never see. She selects a fork 7 meters up a fig tree, 12 meters inside the park boundary. The climb takes 11 seconds. The kill is secured above the reach of the feral dog packs that move along the park edge after dark. It will stay there for 2 days. She returns to the cubs, leads them down to the tree at first light the next morning. They watch her feed. They will practice this. Not the killing, not yet. The patience before it. The long, motionless approach. The stillness that the city's noise cannot cover, because the leopard does not move through noise. It moves through the gaps between sounds. By 4 in the morning, she is back in the den site. The city outside the park boundary is never fully quiet. There are always headlights moving on the Western Expressway. There are always sounds from the settlement below. She does not react to any of them. She has sorted every sound in this environment into two categories: relevant and not relevant. The city is not relevant. What is relevant? The wind shift at 3 a.m. that sometimes carries the scent of a larger male from the North Territory. What is relevant? The change in the dog pack's movement pattern near the park's eastern boundary. What is relevant? Whether her cubs are still where she left them. By 5:45, the first gray light is touching the canopy above the rocky outcrop. Mumbai is waking up. "12 million people beginning another day." On the street below the park's western wall, a man is walking his dog past a section of park boundary fencing. He has walked this route every morning for 4 years. He has never seen a leopard. 12 meters above the road, in the fig tree inside the boundary, the female is resting, watching the road through a gap in the canopy. She has been watching him walk past for 3 of those 4 years. She knows this route. She knows this schedule. She has never considered him relevant. Across the last century, leopards lost approximately 75% of their global range. The primary reason is not hunting. It is habitat reduction and the speed at which it happened. The leopard's greatest advantage, its ability to disappear, became a liability in the conservation record. Because they were so rarely seen, the pressure on their population was not recognized until it was already severe. The female in the fig tree does not know this. She is watching the man and the dog move down the road and out of her sight. Then she settles her chin onto her foreleg and closes her eyes. The city carries on. She is still there.